DA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. This is T.J. Logan to return it. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
T.J. Logan on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Buccaneers call that a very strong gain of 24. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Brady's throw there complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
10 more yards.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to
nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Escaping the pressure right. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And Gay knocks this one through, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
On 1st down, McDonald. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
It's just me and you. 45. Mike, 45.
Here's McDonald to throw. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
To Kyle
These guys hooking up right away here, Charles. 2 plays, both passes in his direction, and both catches.
And in our time together, have we not seen the tight end position continue to develop in the passing game? You know, at some point, we may not call them tight ends anymore. We're going to have to come up with an entirely different way of designating that position and what they do on the field. Because when I hear tight end, I think of the old school, hand in the dirt, blocking on the line of scrimmage. These guys are much more receiver than they are guys who are going to move in the running game.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
47-yard line.
Brady now on 1st down. 20. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Chris Godwin with touchdown number 8 on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And if you blinked, you probably missed that touchdown drive. It happened in a hurry.
I was just putting mustard on my hot dog, and all of a sudden he's in the end zone. I've got to do a better job of paying attention for this quick strike offense.
I thought you were going to tell your wife about the hot dogs in the booth thing.
I just did, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You did. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit
Sometimes
better.
it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A former Seminole back home in Florida. It's Dalvin Cook. And the Buccaneer defense for the 2nd straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Third and 11. And some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. From the gun, it's McDonald. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
At their own 31.
Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago, and it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They'll start out on the ground with Jones, and he'll be tackled at about the 35. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 35-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Jones, and they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. And he slings one that's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing now is Brady. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. But the Brady-Gronk connection, certainly something to watch here with the Bucs in 2020. Of Tom Brady's 541 touchdown passes coming into 2020, Gronk's 78 were the most of any receiver. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Scotty Miller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score. Vikings.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. But you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
To throw on 3rd down, McDonald, and he's got Kyle Rudolph. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
First down, Vikings.
Throwing on 1st down, McDonald, it's caught, Smith. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Down, Minnesota.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Out of the gun, McDonald. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, McDonald. Buying time to his left. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Tajay Sharp, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Buccaneers 17, Vikings 7.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. With it on the return is Logan. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
J. Logan on the return. The Bucs take over first.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw, it's Brady. He completes it to Evans. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
That's another Buccaneers first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Brady to throw again. This is caught. Gronkowski. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. One back in the game. That's Jones, second and goal. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Throwing again on second down. Brady, and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Cameron Brate, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
To throw on second down, McDonald. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Throwing on 3rd and long. McDonald flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off near the 42. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, young quarterback Charles rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take...
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
That's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Intended for C.J. Ham. Incomplete. It's 3rd down. And 5 yards to go.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. This time they stay on the ground. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Now a timeout taken.